It was his fault. He wasn't looking down track enough.
He was.
Daniel Ricciardo, back in Formula One, couple races.
Yeah.
Crashes, breaks his hand. He'll be out for a while.
Yeah.
He'll be out for a while. There's no way around it.
The only thing I can see is that physio nowadays and all these medical things that they do to make people heal quicker.
Yeah.
Is kind of crazy, to be honest.
He went to see Stroll's doctor.
Yeah.
Stroll got him. He got Stroll right in 12 days, but that was a biking accident.
Yeah.
This is a Formula One
snap of the steering wheel, snap of your wrist. Yeah. And
okay, so what happens there? So let me ask you this: was it his fault?
Yeah.
It was his fault. He wasn't looking down track enough.
He was. For the Piastri thing, he wasn't looking far enough ahead, but it's also like you're coming so quickly at that point. Like the team should have got on the radio and was like, "Hey, Piastri's not high in the bowl, like go low." Why I say it's his fault is because he didn't let go of the wheel. We're trained to let go of the wheel. Like that's the first thing when you get into cars and people are like, "You're going into the wall right before you hit." You let go of the wheel, and you see guys in-car cameras go like this because we're all trained to do that. And he fought the car. Like, we all knew he was going in, and he knew he was going in, but he fought all the way to the end. And as soon as he hit the wheel, because he was turned, it snapped it back the other way.
Jeez. Yeah, because they're open wheel, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it was a closed wheel racing car,
it won't snap
that's
as
fender.
hard.
Maybe.
You'll hit fender, and then it will get to your wheel. It still snaps the wheel, but not as hardcore.
But as soon as that open wheel snags something, it
rips
the other way.
And you cannot, no matter how strong, you could be the strongest person in the world. You're not fighting that. You're not fighting that. That is... And it's the fastest snap of like, we see it all the time. People break wrists all the time because they don't let go of the wheel, and that was the biggest thing. And he even said, he's like, I just didn't let go of the wheel quick enough, and my hand was caught there. And it literally, like, it's the fastest movement on the steering wheel because the tire goes from being like this to hitting the sidewall or hitting the impact wall, and it just.
Well, it's impact. So when you think about it, what can you do in impact in any scenario?
Yeah.
Nothing. Except brace yourself for impact, right?
At that point, you gotta let go. You have to let go of the
so you're
wheel.
saying he should have knew.
Yeah, Piastri didn't break his arm going in there.
Piastri knew. But he went in ass first, though.
Yeah,
and then he swung around.
But yeah, it's.
But you know what though? I got as tough as it is to see him. He'll be out for a little while. They're saying Singapore. He's targeting to come back. We'll see. I don't know. That's a street circuit, man. He might. That might be tough. I got to give him props because he didn't crash into Piastri. Like it was a conscious decision to be.
He
like,
said hit him or hit the car or hit the wall, and he went for the wall.
Yeah, because you never know what happens, especially like a T-bone.
Yeah, it's not good. And you saw it in Zoe's accident when he was going in the wall. He knew he was going. He pulled his hands off the wheel.
Yeah.
And then the steering wheel literally spun in at 360 as soon as he hit.
Okay, so we do have a couple races to measure on Daniel Ricciardo's return to Formula One. If you're unaware, you've been living under a rock. He took over for Nick De Vries, who was canned before the summer break. 2 races before the summer break. In those 2 races, the first race back, Ricciardo didn't manage to do much. Second race, I thought was pretty good. So I was looking forward to seeing him race here. And obviously we didn't get that. But do you think this is a good outfit for him? And what's the future look like short term? How quickly or how long is he going to stay in AlphaTauri?
He at this point, I think he has to. He has to be there if he wants to be in a car. That's really the only place that he can be at this point in time. With Liam Lawson taking over his spot might have been a little kick in his butt to be like, hey man, when you get back in this car, you better.
Because Lawson finished like 14th.
He did really well. He did really well. And
he did all right.
Yeah.
And the ill part about it that you mentioned over the weekend is that's the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Nick De Vries is from the Netherlands.
And
he's probably in some condo just watching the race.
Yeah. And they put Liam Lawson in it and not De Vries. Like as soon as I saw Ricciardo going to the wall and like there was rumors about breaking a wrist, I was like, oh, Nick's back then. Nick's gonna come back. Why wouldn't they put Nick back in the car? Because
Nick's up the street. He could be here to Uber in 8 minutes.
Yeah,
we could get the car back out there.
We'll fly Liam in.
Wow. Yeah, from Australia, right?
Yeah. So it's to me it was.
It's done. It's done for Nick
Yeah,
DeVries.
that's it.
Which it's done. It's sad.
This
but
was his
it's
only
done because he's
opportunity to
older
get back
too,
in the
right?
car. Yeah.
Okay, here's the other thing that I had about Ricciardo. Going back to Ricciardo, you say he's got to stick it out with AlphaTauri. Okay, if that's the case, AlphaTauri, arguably the worst car on the grid this year.
Yeah.
If he could turn back in the hands of time, 8 months, 10 months, would he been better off jumping in that Haas when they offered him the ride?
Yeah, I would think so.
You think so?
I think so because I don't think he's gonna get Perez's seat unless like Max locks the championship up and they're like, okay, Max, you don't race for the rest of the season. Put Ricciardo in.
Do you think that could happen?
No, I don't think so. I would love to see it. I would love them.
Like Max ain't gonna come down one of them COVID cases.
No, I don't.
Hey, you know the COVID's on the uprise
Or
now,
like
right?
Max is injured, he can't race the rest of the season or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I would love for them to switch seats and put Max in the AlphaTauri for him to develop the AlphaTauri bit for them. But that's just obviously dreaming. I don't think they would put Ricciardo in Max's seat because he would be in the number one car. You know, like literally the number one car, which is Max's number one car.
Yeah, them little nuances that Sergio don't have.
Yeah. So then now all of a sudden you got to be like, okay, like it would be pretty funny of Helmut to be like, hey man, you guys got 4 races left. Whoever beats each other in these 4 races, let's go.
You're proposing a race within the race.
Yes, a race off
In
for a
Vegas.
spot.
In Vegas.
Ooh,
That would be crazy. Put some money down.
I like that. I
like how you're thinking.
Yeah.
That would be intense.
That would be
That would be
intense.
like movie stuff,
Yeah.
Hollywood stuff.
Here,
Whoa.
this is for the 2024 seat. What are you guys doing?
Max, take a seat.
Yeah.
Both of you have the same car. Go back to the base setup.
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Yep. And now let's go.
Oh.
It would be cool. I
How
don't think it's
should
gonna
they
happen.
determine the 2024 driver lineup at Red Bull? A shootout.
A shootout.
A straight shootout.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. That would
That's
be cool.
great.
It would be
Who
cool.
do you think will win?
Because Perez has so much time in the car, I think Perez would outperform him. But I think
Perez makes a lot of mistakes.
he does.
though,
I
man.
was just about to say that. But I think under pressure, Ricciardo would outperform him.
Yeah. Oh my God, yo. Look at this fairy tale we live in.